Okay, hi everyone. So this is the site of Sengkang Grand Residences and Sengkang Grand Mall. So I'm actually on site. It's really convenient to come here because this is Buangkok MRT Station. Okay, so if you're asking me, I'm not going to do the walk to Buangkok MRT Station because the development will be on top of Buangkok MRT Station. What I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna walk around the environment and then I'm gonna show you guys like where this place is. So just across the road, right, that's the 270 something series HDB blocks. You already have some amenities that are there. So just across there's a kopitiam, then there's a Mavis tutorial center that's it's within the shelter that leads to Buangkok MRT Station. So there's gonna be like a underpass that's coming out from here to the Buangkok MRT Station there. Oh sorry, from here to Buangkok MRT Station, which is just underneath. Okay, I'm just going to go around. Currently, right, if you're familiar with this area, you actually have condominiums which are lined along the side, which is over there, but these are not sheltered to the train station. So what you would have to do is that you would have to cross the road and walk towards Buangkok MRT Station. If it's hot or raining, then that's a disadvantage. So if let's say you're in the area, then you should come and walk. If you're looking for Sengkang Grand Residences, you should come and take a look. I find this project rather intriguing, rather interesting. Okay, the site is absolutely massive. It's going to be like an integrated development, and Sengkang Grand Residences and Sengkang Grand Mall. It's part of an integrated development, so it's by CapitaLand and City Developments Limited. Okay, if you read my reviews and you've seen my videos, then you know that actually I do rate CapitaLand and CDL rather highly in terms of their quality. So CapitaLand is very good at running malls. So the closest comparison that you can have to this would be the Woodleigh Residences. Okay, and so just across there, that is the Quartz. Okay, don't ask me how much they bought when it was first launched because it's pretty well, they would be in the money already. So this over here, right, is Jewel at Buangkok, and further down we have Esperina Residences, so just over there. Okay, so the condominiums that will benefit from this mall are most probably going to be these three. So you can see it's pretty close. Okay, one of the downsides that I think is that because this plot of land is really huge and it's going to be a huge integrated development, so there's going to be like a bus interchange, a community center, and a childcare center. So it's going to be massive, and the crowd that's going to come here is going to be massive as well. So I think that I'm not sure whether the roads are adequate. So this side is a 3-lane road. Okay, just behind, right, is a primary school. It's actually Palm View Primary School. So just behind there. And to the side of it is actually a park. So on my left, right, it's residential buildings. On the left is actually, like I mentioned, 2 condominiums. Then these are HDB blocks. So in future they'll definitely benefit because just cross over, then you get to Sengkang Grand Mall and the community center and whatnot. So just in front there, that's St. Andrew's home. Then there's a place of worship, a mosque right at the corner there. And this is the primary school that I was mentioning. So that's St. Andrew's Adult Home. So this is Palm View Primary School. Just behind here, just in front, just ahead here, that's supposed to be the Sengkang bus depot. What we're going to try to do, I'm not sure whether it's still possible, but we're going to try to walk around and then get to the park. Then from the park we will link back to where we were just now. Okay, if you're wondering, right, integrated developments don't come about pretty often, and I think there's only like 1 point something percent of residential units are integrated developments. So it's really, really low. Integrated as in there's going to be like a bus interchange, a mall, all your MRT stations all integrated into one development. So this is pretty rare, and I think it's been perhaps more than a decade since CDL and CapitaLand came together in a collaboration. And if you want someone to run a mall, right, you can't do any better than CapitaLand, in my opinion. So I do think that the mall will be relatively well run. This plot of land, right, there were quite a lot of joint bids. That means like developers came together to bid. And interesting to note that like Kajima and SPH, they also placed in a bid. The guys who came up with MRT Residences. So if you're thinking of purchasing a property in an integrated development, just a couple of stops down via the Northeast Line, you get to MRT Residences as well. But I made it clear in my review that my personal thoughts about MRT Residences were that if you're looking for like a easy access to the Woodleigh Mall, then you could You can also do so with the condominium just across, which is Park Colonial. And the main reason is that, I mean, the exit from the MRT station leads to Park Colonial. But here, right, the exit to the MRT station actually leads to, well, it doesn't lead to Park Colonial. It actually leads to this. It actually leads to this HDB cluster, which later I'll walk across. That's the 270 something cluster around there. Like if I'm not wrong, it's 275. Okay, so we've got to cut across here. The park is over at the right. So the park will be right next to Sengkang Grand Mall and Sengkang Grand Residences. Okay, if you're wondering why it's called Sengkang Grand when we are actually at Buangkok MRT Station, that's because the road that is in front of it is actually Sengkang Central. Okay, so that's how the roads are named. There's a Punggol Park at Hougang 400 series. That was before Punggol, the whole Punggol area was actually developed. So just a fun HDB fact, right? If you see those letters like 282B, the building has a letter B, right? If I'm not wrong, all the buildings that were built after year 2000, they come with alphabets. Then the car park will be the one without the alphabet. So if you purchase a building that is that doesn't have the alphabet attached to it, then that's a building that's built before, I think, year 2000. So before a certain year, right, all the buildings didn't have alphabets attached to them. So that this one is like 282B. Okay, so this is the park. Then you can see the hoarding there, right? That is actually Sengkang Grand Residences and Sengkang Grand Mall. So this is a really, it's not a large park, it's just a small little slither of land that separates that plot of land to the HDB blocks. It's called Compassvale Ancilla Park. I hope I pronounced that properly. So still you get a bit of green space. So that hoarding there, the whole hoarding, that silver greyish hoarding, that's all Sengkang Grand Residences. So I walked like one whole round, and it's on my camera it shows like 13.5 minutes already. It's quite interesting. So this 2.4 kilometer run track. So it's starting to drizzle a little. So it actually proves my point that, you know, if you're not staying at Sengkang Grand Residences, then, you know, like for now it's drizzling. Then if you're staying like at the condominiums which are nearby, then you will have this issue whereby you'll be caught in the rain. So this is the, yes, Compassvale Ancilla Park. So here I am back, almost at the start of where I came from. So I think the HDB blocks here, they will benefit greatly. So just across here. So that's all the block 275 series. And here are the bus services. So this is Buangkok Station, exit A, then you have like 27, 43, 43E, 43M and 102. Okay, and I'm gonna go into the train station. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys. Generally, right, I do think that this will be definitely linked. So I'm guessing that they will either have some access, basement access, or maybe a shelter leading to this entrance. Okay, so this is the MRT station. It's interesting how wide it is because it seems like they were already planning for this mall to come about. Okay, and one of the points to note is that I do think that the Northeast Line is one of the most efficient line in terms of getting people to the city. So if you travel along the Northeast Line, you realize that you do get to like Dhoby Ghaut MRT station pretty quickly. And that's what I like about the Northeast Line. So the next station is actually Hougang. Hougang doesn't have like a huge mall like here, so I do expect that people from Hougang or Kovan, I mean, they can go to Nex, or they can go to like the Woodleigh Mall in future. But then I do think that this is one option, so I'm going to show you guys. There's actually a 24-hour NTUC here. These are shops. Then there's a kopitiam. Of course, in time to come, there will definitely be a food court in the mixed development. These are just shops that are just here because there are HDB blocks in the area. So it's a Guardian Pharmacy and NTUC Fair Price. So this NTUC Fair Price is 24 hours. Not many things here, but as in, of course, compared to a full-fledged mall. Yeah. So there's like another coffee shop here. This is a KFC. Oh, sorry, it's not a coffee shop. It's a Gado Grill. So they do like Gado Gado. Okay, that's quite interesting. Actually, you can try. Okay, so that's all. And that's all from me. And I'll see you in the next video.